Right, my stream should be starting now, all being well. I'm playing in the hourly superblitz arena here on Leechess. Right, it just takes that few seconds to refresh on that second screen, so just scroll that down. Just under a minute to go to start. My start rating here, where is it? 2151, so anything around that at the end and I'll have done pretty well. It's always hard to maintain your ratings in these events. This is 3-minute blitz, 57 minutes, so around 10 games we should play. It's a lot easier to lose rating points than to gain them. It's always difficult to maintain this, so at around 2150 odd at the end and I'll have been played pretty well. Oh, my sound, I've had music on earlier, so I must bump that sound up so I can hear the moves on the board. Right, we're getting ready to go. So my first game will be against whoever I'm next to in the list here. So
9,
1 versus
8,
2, 3 versus 4 and so on.
6, 5,
so good luck everybody.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Right, 2146, good luck. Let's play a knight up. Okay, just hit the bishop and trade. Yeah, let's check and drop back. And castle. Okay, he pushes up, I'll develop the bishop. Now I've got a choice here to go with pawn or bishop. Okay, let's pin that knight. He'll probably play knight up, I guess. I think I'll take the pawn and he'll castle. And then I've got a choice what to do. I can potentially try and challenge him. I think I will. I think I'll do that. It's probably a bad move, but I'm going to play it anyway. So what to do? Let's play bishop up. He's going to have to push and I'll drop back. But then we're hitting this pawn. Actually, maybe I can play rook across as well. He does that. Let's just play rook across. He's not going to take the pawn here. He'll wait for me to drop back. So I'll now drop back. Okay, trade. So there's going to be a discovered check threat at some point. Now I can trade off here, but I still can't really support my pawn. Hold on, I can take here though, right? Let's just take. If he pushes, I've still got bishop up. Ah, now maybe he can come across then. Let's go with the bishop. Oh, and I'm definitely giving him an exchange here. He's going to win the rook for bishop. This could get interesting. I'm going to play a knight up and give him the exchange. Let's play a knight up. Now, does he take? Okay, I've got queen across, I thought, here. I can actually take the pawn. He can't take the knight because his rook hangs, so just take. If he takes, I take the rook. So I just need to find a good square for the knight, maybe even drop it back. Now I've got knight across or knight back. My gut feeling is to keep it this side of the board, even though it's right back now. Try and push. He hits the rook. Again, I'll just drop the queen back here. Gone very, very passive position now. So if I can't keep this pawn, I might as well just chuck it up the board and let him take it at some point. Okay, queen across. And obviously I need to get the knight up at some point in time. Oh, he's looking to trade the queen, possibly, probably. This pawn is obviously a big threat. He pushes back. Let's just push the pawn. He can't actually take there because there's a check threat. So just push it up as far as I can get it. Try and force his pieces back a little bit. I say I've got to get the knight active somewhere, otherwise eventually he's going to pile in on the pawns. He goes back. So now I play knight up because he's threatening to just come in with a mate attack there. King up for push. I still don't see how I deflect him away to create anything. He goes back. Maybe I've got rook across now. See, I can't defend the pawn, so there's no point trying too hard. I've got to try and get active with a check at some point if I can. Oh, that's a mistake. Now we fork the pieces. Is there anything better? I don't see it. I'll take. Again, I can't actually defend that, but back in the game though. Let's play rook up and check. Let's bring the king up. Yeah, this is winning. Excellent, very good, very good. Managed to get a good win when a game I was struggling. So very good. Wow, 1700 has already won 2 games. Well done. Right, 16-18, good luck. Wow, he started well as well, 10th place. Got a lot of games, so should be an established rating. Let's just go G3. Just knight back if he ever pushes. Okay, I think that should be good for me. Just hit the bishop. Oh, he allows me to take that. No, I'll hit the other bishop. I don't necessarily want to take that. I don't want to bring his pawn across. Okay. I think bishop up. I can always just trade if his knight comes in. Yeah, it's a clean pawn, so I'll take the pawn and just drop back. Actually, can I drop back? I'm giving him a pawn back, but it's not really a bad position. This I've done okay here. This is a weakness though, so I've got to be careful. That's what he's targeted there. Let's just put the bishop back, protect the pawn indirectly, try and chase this rook away at some point. He's playing okay, I've got to just be a little bit careful. But he's got nothing to challenge my bishop with apart from sacking a rook. Okay, let's push there. Now pawn up becomes a potential threat. Only a potential though. Actually no, takes, and he just blows me away, doesn't he? Okay. Very good move there. Could get into a spot of bother here. Up takes. I think I have to take. Well, now he's allowed me to push. Very ambitious, but I hope it's a mistake. How's he doing this? Okay. Hold on, can I just push up here and just collect? Rook across on the side. If he pushes I can use a blocker, but get rook across onto the file. Check threat coming. But this is really loose now, really loose. This is really dicey. How do we deal with this? I haven't got a clue. Oh, I can't play up there either because of the rook. I'm going to play a rook up and see if he trades. How he's done this quite as quickly as this, I'm not sure. But I'm going to try and play a queen across depending on what he does. If he takes, I'm safe for at least one move. He does sack. Okay. Now I'm going to take. I break the pin so this pawn can move. If he takes, I go up. Check is coming and then the queen's going to get active. So check and we're going to go forward. And once I get the other rook active, I should be fine. Like, rook across is a threat. But if the bishop moves, he's got rook down ideas. No, let's just play queen up as planned. Pawn up I was threatening mate, but I think he could have stepped up. So he does take, but now I can just check and go at the corner. Right, check, he's going to have to block and trade something. Then I can just follow up with a check and collect, so this should be winning now. Hasn't he done really well though? What a good game he's played. And it's still not over, of course. They're never over till they're over at my level. Let's just sidestep and get forward. Just try not to get myself checkmated. Right, just play up and hit the pawns. There's no immediate threat. The king can't come any closer. So I should be alright. I just take one. Oh, now I can push forward. Just check. I just want to collect the pawns here, really. It's all I'm looking for. Let's check. Let's take. Again, it's not the end of the world if I lose the pawn here. Now take the other one. Oh, well, I could actually take there. I'm just going to collect the pawn first, then I can just trade off. Right, now I can trade queen for rook, and there's not really much he can do there. So if I push, the little technique is draw a box around it. He can't step in, which means he can't stop it. So you just push the pawn. Now you just cut the king somewhere and then push the other pawn. Or you can run the king over, do it either way. What a good game he's played for a 1600 though. Oh, and I've blundered a stalemate, not looking. Oh my goodness. That's why you just play on when you're completely lost. I didn't even think, did I? I just made the promotion. That's exactly why you play on when you're completely lost. Well done. He deserved something out of that one. He played a really good game there for his rating, and that's just silly lapse in concentration. Not to worry. At least I'm playing okay overall. That's the main thing. Okay, a 2000 going berserk. Okay. That noise you heard meant he's using berserk mode. You can see his clock's only half the time, but you get more points if you get wins or draws. I think that's okay to take and drop back. So to go forward or not to go forward, I don't think I'll worry about it yet. I'm just going to try and gain some space. I'll bring the knight this way, I think. Move the rook, and eventually I want to try and push forward. Okay, he pushes. Right, I'm going to get that bishop off the board. No, can I just push? He's just going to fly everything forward, so I'll try and open things up as well. So we've got the option to come up and pin. But let's take the pawn first and then drop back. If he takes the knight, I take the queen, of course. If he takes the queen, I take. If he blocks, I'll move the knight forward. No, it's right to just trade and plant the knight in the middle, hit the bishop. Right, centralise, threaten to move like this. He sees it, so centralise the other one. Bishop up maybe to hit here. Oh, hold on. Can I take, check? That wins the rook, right? I think I can just take and check. He can't defend the rook. That's a risk you take when you use berserk mode, of course. Risk and reward, that's what it's all about. But if the bishop moves now, I'll just take the rook and trade it. Just pin the bishop. So don't take there. Let's come back. He can defend it, he's got one move. Well, I can pin it anywhere. If he takes, take the rook. He goes back. But it must be right to take. But is it? It must be right to take. You'll have to go with the knight. Just plant the rook so I can't blunder it. Hit the pawn. So take it. Now go back. Keep it pinned. No, check he takes. I could take. No, I can't take. Okay, just nice and steady does it. Let's bring the king up. Let's go around the back. Now it wins the knight. Or the exchange at worst. Let's take. He's got no time to do anything now, of course. I say that's the risk you do when you go berserk. Now I can just push up. Where to go? Let's just go right across. He needs a lot of moves to promote his pawn. I'm just going to get there much quicker. Excellent, very good, very good. So at least I blundered a stalemate in that second game, completely won, but at least I'm playing okay, that's the main thing. Everybody blunders, it's just a case of when, and obviously keeping your concentration. There's a couple of players, well, an 1800 has won 4 games already, that's very impressive. Okay, 2032, good luck. And d5. Let's just play a bishop up there, keep it simple. I tend to go for simple, straightforward openings, nothing fancy. Try and castle, get your king safe, and then worry about what to do. Let's drop back and see if he goes and launches everything. He castles. Okay, let's play a knight up. I'm going to play rook across and knight up, and then it gives me the option to come forward. I'll just hold this. See, I can sack here. Actually, no, I can just take, can't I? If he takes here, I'm fine. Let's hit the bishop. He goes back. Let's offer to trade the bishop. If the queen and bishop were the other way around, it would be obviously an immediate mate threat. So to take or not take, I think I'll play a bishop up there. He pushes. Let's play rook across, make room for the knight. At some point I'm probably going to have to drop back here, but my knight might get boxed. But I'm threatening to grab a pawn now. Takes, and win a pawn. So he covers that. Okay, let's just play queen up, same idea, threatening to take. He covers that as well. Right, I'm going to drop back and just put pressure this side. Maybe drop right back. Maybe I'm misplaying this though now. Yeah, I'm going to take and drop back, I think, here. Oh, he does go that way. Let's hit the rook first and sidestep. Oh, the knight across doesn't work. Let's just sidestep so the rook can come over, bishop back. Rook over I think is a little safer. Bishop back on. At some point knight across, knight up, but feels wrong. feels wrong. Get the other rook across. Slightly tricky position here. But this is what chess is about, of course. I guess he's looking at blasting the middle open. Oh, he goes with a pawn. Is he trying to trap my bishop, maybe? Okay, let's just centralise the rook while I work out what to do. There's always the potential to sack a piece for 2 pawns. That might be dubious, of course. It could be very dubious. He's trying to take, and win the bishop. Take. No good, so just drop back. I guess he's going to have to blast it open at some point. So what to do? I can bring the knight this way, but that feels wrong. Knight back here. I want the knight where the bishop is, but... Push, takes. I'm going to push and drop the bishop back this side, I think. I drop back, make room for the knight. I want to obviously play the knight forward if possible, but I've given him half a chance now. If the queen's on this diagonal, it's not as good as it was. Knight across. If he pushes, I take. Okay, knight over and take and plant the pawn. So now if we ever get forward here, I've got a really good position. How do I support this though? Let's just push the pawn. Maybe I can kick the rook, but again, it feels a little dubious. Okay, let's just push there. Now, if I push right now, he can obviously take. So I need to move the bishop. I'm hitting the pawn and then that becomes playable. Okay, I can still play bishop up, but it feels wrong. Bishop up takes, check. I'm going to hit the rook there, just while I try and work out what to do. So up takes, check. It's probably okay. Queen up. Let's play queen up. Okay, rook up. I'm not bothered about that pawn. I've seen that. So take or not to take. No, that's wrong. Let's go on to the open file. Now, can I risk it? Up, check. I think I'm okay, so I'm going to risk it. Just king up. Oh, that's a blunder. He didn't see that I was covering it. Now he's blundered the bishop. I just take the pawn here. Right, give him no chance whatsoever to win this. Excellent, very good, very good. See, one silly stalemate that I blundered, otherwise 3 very good wins, should have been 4. And I've still got only a third of the points of the leader. Wow, that's really impressive from 1800. Is that a genuine 1800? He's got 10,000 games. That should be an established rating. What a performance he's put in then. Beating a 2180. That's it. Shock results happen all the time. His other opponents are all just players at his own level, so he's clearly on really good form. 1890. Good luck. That's not the same player. He's a 56. I'm 52nd. 16,000 games should be an established rating. Bishop up or e3 or a3, depending on what he does. So bishop up and e3. If he takes, take the bishop. Oh, he does, so he's going to take. Now he can't check because of the bishop. The rook's going to fall. Yeah, he still can't check because the knight covers. So d4, just take the knight as well. So that's what he's looking for. Takes, queen takes. I'm definitely okay to take that. So knight up and just take. Okay, I've just got to be a little careful here. Go with a bishop. As long as I can run away, there's no mate threat. I could even take with a pawn, I think, here to sidestep. So as long as I don't get mated, then it's a straightforward win. I just have to avoid getting checkmated, which is sometimes easier said than done. Rook across. Now, how do I move my bishop? How do we move the bishop, I think? Rook across. If he comes in, I'll just trade. Get rid of pieces if you can. Knight up isn't quite a threat. Queen up is a threat. Knight across. Pawn up, queen takes. How do I activate my bishop? I don't see it offhand. I'm going to play pawn up and knight across, I think. Bishop supports the pawns, rook supports the bishop, knight supports the bishop. Knight in. Again, if he takes, I'll be happy, I'll just trade. Centralise the rook. So just push again and try and take. So take. Right, now this is where I need to find a move. Let's play knight across, because it's still potentially dangerous. If he pushes, I'll have to take. If he takes, I can take. Knight in, I thought I could play, and I guess maybe I can't. Knight in and it looks trapped. So let's go back and cover this. But even though I'm doing well, it's still not a complete formality. Maybe bishop back, hit the knight, queen back. Let's play queen back and offer the queen trade. Try and drive him away somewhere. Then bishop back to force the knight away. Whoa, now that feels wrong. Yeah, that's got to be a blunder. He's fought really well though, hasn't he? Really well. But knight takes, just take the queen, take. Hold on, I've blundered the rook. Wow. I thought he'd blundered, now I've blundered. I've just given him a free rook. Why is he not taking it? There is no bishop check. Why the hell didn't he take the rook? I've just blundered horrendously. Well, we both had a brainwave there. Well, now I'm fine. Absolute horrendous blunder. Put the bishop on the wrong square. Now I should win the knight and that should be good enough. It's not easy for him to break through here. Yeah, so he takes. So it's definitely right just to simplify. Knight covers the bishop. And now that's taken away his attacking chances. But terrible blunder by me there, wasn't it? That blunder there was really as bad as that stalemate that I allowed. 11 points, the leader's on 26. It is a 2400 to be fair. Right, 1923, good luck. Oh, he's in 4th place. 28,000 games and I'm 1-0 down to him. Okay. Okay. Let's hope this is all legit. I honestly don't remember the previous game. Whoa, was he playing this? Just go nice and calm and drop back. Let's play knight up. Whoa. Okay, this is really crazy what he's playing here. Knight up kind of feels pointless. Let's just drop the knight back. Wow, he pushes. Let's just drop the knight back. This is always a threat in the Caro-Kann, but he's playing too well to be a 1900 here. This just feels... Yeah, that's what he's played. Let's just push up. Sacking a pawn feels wrong. I can actually push here, it doesn't seem too bad. I'm going to do that. Okay, he goes back. Let's play knight up and castle. My king looks relatively safe castling kingside here. And now I'm getting ready to open it up. So let's take and trade the bishop. I feel happier about simplifying it now. Let's take. Knight across. Very, very advanced opening he's played for a 1900. Very advanced. Did he just disconnect and reconnect there? Hold on, did he just disconnect and reconnect? I'll have to look at this very carefully after the event now. Yeah, something's changed. So he plays back. I've got knight check and then take. Knight check, where does he go? He comes down. Queen check, king takes. Let's just drop back. I've still got knight check or knight across. I can tuck the king away if he checks. Otherwise I just want to centralise the rook, pile the pressure on the pawn. Yeah, he does go for the check, so let's just sidestep for now. We've still got check and take threat, or you'd actually take with a queen, I think. And it's always possible he could step forward and blunder a check. It depends what he does here, but otherwise centralise the rook, pile pressure on that pawn. If he pushes now, I can probably just take it. He does go with the rook, so he covers that idea. Well, let's check. If he comes down, I've got a free pawn because it's a discovered check, so he can't. So now I can take with a queen. No, I'm going to go with the knight. If he steps across, I've got a check anyway. I want to try and keep it complicated if I can. So I still want to play a rook across. It's on the side of the board not doing a lot, so I want to get it into the middle. But I think my king's fairly safe. Not easy for him to actually smash through to my king. He's getting low on time now. Very, very tricky game he's played though. He's played a really good tricky game. And you can see he's beaten me before. I'm 1-0 down to him, but I think he's just given up on this one now. So he plays forward, so I can just take that. I've got the check. Let's check and grab the rook. Right, now take. I've got the back rank covered, so there's no threat. What a good tricky opening he played there. Well done, really well done. And I've only got half the points of the lead. You can see I'm not a particularly fast player though. I'm just too slow to compete to win these, but I'm still 15th out of 570 odd. Right, 2-1 fight. Good luck. Okay, we've already played this. I've actually played this opponent earlier. We played this same opening, didn't we? He played the same line earlier. I think I had a good game out of this. I think I'll actually take there and just castle. Right, bishop up and try and stop him castling with the idea of bishop in. Yeah, we played this same opening. We played a few games back. He goes back. So again, stop him castling. Now how do I create anything? I'm just going to stick to principles, switch these over. And now I'll worry about what to do. I guess pawn up and pawn up makes some logical sense here. Okay, plays knight forward hitting my bishop. So I'll take the pawn and see if he takes the bishop. He's got this though, so I might have blundered an exchange. But if he takes it, I'm going to grab another pawn. Although, am I kind of losing an exchange in any event here? I have to step across, right? Now if he takes, I have to take, so I'll pre-move that. Knight check is covered, but really dangerous this. What on earth do I do now? Bishop up. Then he's got rook takes, rook takes. I think I have to play bishop up, but these knights are deadly. I'm in a spot of bother this game now. Spot of bother here. And I can't actually run my queen away. So knight check wins the queen, whatever happens. Wow. I can sidestep, knight check. Yeah, I've got to sidestep. Knight check, maybe I can go here, but he definitely wins the exchange. Let's play a rook up and try and give the queen a square. I'm trying to kind of force him into this and just give him this exchange. I could even give him... Actually, I could give him the queen for... No, I'll go like this for now. I was tempted to give up the queen for rook and knight there. A seriously tricky game, so I'm definitely losing this one. Because he's got queen takes pawn at the end of this. Although his knight would hang, but then... really, really dicey, this, really dicey. So we're hitting the knight. We've got maybe a check threat. Maybe we can step up to release the knight. Okay, check. He obviously wants the pawn. But now he's blundered, I think I can take here. If he blocks with a rook, I can just take it with a check. So now I can take. He can still grab the pawn, I can put the bishop back. So he hits the bishop. So I think I can just go back, guard the knight, try and step up. Can't keep that. So let's step up. I could still be mated here, of course. Again, he's played a really good game. Now can I sack? Takes, takes, take. His rooks are protecting each other. Knight up doesn't do much, I don't think. Rook back, he takes the knight, grab the pawn. Feels wrong. I'm going to hit the pawn here. I don't see what else to do right now. How do I get round the back? Rook down, take the pawn. I don't actually see a good move. Let's hit the rook. Oh, I'm running out of time now. I'm getting low on time. Got to start quickening up. He can go across, and again I can take, 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 but that feels wrong. So he just goes back. Let's just play a holding move and drop back. Rook down is covered by the knight. Oh, he comes down, right down. But now I've got to check. Yeah, take and threaten checkmate. Yeah, now his position just collapses, so that's a good win. Just take the rook. Excellent, another very good win. Very good win. So just that one really silly stalemate that I blundered at the end. You can see I gave him, trapped his king in there when I promoted the pawn. Really crazy there. Then I dropped a blunder in this other game where I hung a rook, but you didn't see it, and I was really lucky there. But 19 points, leaders on 34. See, I'm just not quick enough to ever win these, but 8th place out of 600, very good. 18 minutes left. Once we're under 5 minutes left, I'll just stop, because the games have to finish before this clock runs out. 1902, good luck. Let's play bishop up. Is this a player I mentioned earlier on? Might be. He's got 9,000 games though. Hold on, let's just castle. Let's play up and take at some point. I think I can sack a pawn here, but I'm just going to go cautiously. Okay, rook across, knight back. Okay, hits the pawn. I'm just going to play up. I want to play the knight back. My knight protects the bishop, otherwise he's got a discovery. I have seen that. He pushes. Oh, now I can push up and collect a pawn and fork the rooks. I think he's made a mistake. The knight can't go to either square to defend the pawn. Oh, he's doing the right thing, taking time to find a move. That's what you've got your time for. Now, can I push the pawn up here is a question. He goes with the queen. So I've got knight across to hit there, but his knight is covered, so that's not a move. I'll just try and solidify the centre, take with a pawn if he takes. Then maybe knight up and try and trade that knight. Of course, he's still got potential threats coming if the knight jumps in. So take, knight up, knight in, queen up, bishop down. It's got potential, but I might as well play a knight up. It's just sat there doing nothing. So he pins. So take the knight. Ooh, if I break the pin, this is a potential. I've got to be aware this is a potential move. So shift the rook somewhere. Probably here. Let's get on the open file. Right, now he goes across. Again, it's the same problem of he might be able to get a move like this. Well, that's given me knight up. Knight up, bishop down. Can't take. Let's play knight down and hit and drop back if I need to. Just try and chase that bishop away. Right, I'm going to play rook up to hit the pawn and try and double them up, but obviously you can easily hit the rook. So just drop back. Now try and double up. He pushes. Take, take. Doesn't look like a move. So let's go f4. If he takes, I've probably got to go this way. If I go this one, this is very strong. So I've got to go with the f-pawn if he takes. So now it might be an idea to get on the f-file rather than the c-file. Let's just see what he does. Right, he comes forward. I think I'm going to still double the rooks up and try and go forward here, but I might have to flip back at any moment if his rook comes across. Okay, I can just take the pawn there. Take, take, take. That must be good, surely. Just get rid of the queen, take off the risk, and then try and pin the rook. Then barring silly blunders with the fork, I should be winning. So I can go up and pin his rook. I don't see any desperate threat, so I'm going to do that, pin the rook. Okay, I think that's actually a mistake. I might be proven wrong here. I don't think he can take because I've got a check. If he blocks, I take. I think he's made a mistake, but if I'm wrong, I'm lost. If he blocks, I can actually take the rook. Then he can block. I can play across. Oh, now I've got check with this one. Releases it from this, so this has to be winning now. There's nowhere for the king to run now. He either blocks and I just take. Getting very tricky, wasn't it? Potentially at the end there. Could easily have gone pear-shaped there. But for that little silly stalemate, I should have had a win in every game. So how to simplify it? Takes, bishop takes, check, up. Rook takes, where does he go there? I'm going to simplify it. Oh, he went too quick there. Now I guard the rook, there's no risk whatsoever. Just trade the rook for bishop. Yeah, he just moved there. To be fair, it was really short a time. So where am I now? Oh, I'm 6th. Now I have had a 5th and a couple of 6th in these events. That's the best I've done. Now you can understand a 2300 going berserk against me. And you can see I'm 1-0 down to this opponent. Okay, just calmly drop back, get castled, then worry about what to do. Let's hit the queen and drop back again. Just try and provoke some sort of weakness. Go straight back again. Now develop the knight. Let's come in again. If he pushes, I take. Now this is not so easy. Let's drop right back. We're hitting the pawn here though. Let's check. He blocks. Well, let's go in here. We're hitting the pawn for now, but we're going to go in and trade the bishop for the knight, I think. Plays across, so let's go in. So trade. Now I'm going to try and guard this. Right, now I'm going to release the bishop this side. Hold on. Guard the pawn. Then try and double up. Yeah, I guess I've got to go this side here. Maybe knight back at some point. He goes back. So knight down. He restricts my bishop. So let's push. You can see he's such a quick player though. I find it so hard playing these players. Even when they've decided to go berserk, it's really tough to play them. Let's push up here and challenge the pawn structure. Now, have I given him an unnecessary chance here? Possibly. Yeah. I'm going too slow, aren't I? Even though I'm up a minute on the clock, he's such a quick player. Oh, now I can hit the rook there. If he takes, I bring a pawn forward. Up. He takes, take. If I take, he has to take with a king. Again, just calmly drop back. Oh, that's a slight problem. I can't go there. Excellent. Very good. That's the risk you take when you use berserk mode. Excellent. So this is probably going to be my final game coming up. 22.55. Good luck. You see he's even above me in the standings. He's 4th place, so, and he rates above me, so this will be a tough one as well. But anything under 5 minutes left after this game and I'll just stop. Let's take an e6. The games have to finish before that clock runs out or they don't actually count. You still play the game on for your rating, but they don't count for the event, so I don't see the point really playing them. Let's develop. I don't know if this is correct or not, but queen up is a potential threat. Knight back is a move. So we're hitting the pawn. He steps across, he goes a really attacking line. Castle, bishop down is a move. Queen up, knight down is not a move. I can't remember here. I'm going to play an attacking line. I'm going to let him take it. I'm going to play queen up, cover this in castle. Yeah, just let him take it. Now we're still hitting a pawn. He's going to have to push in the middle, so I need to reroute the knight. But queen up hits 2 pawns. Right, so take that one and take this one. Now has he got a move like knight forward? That's a bit dangerous. He doesn't play it, so I've got knight up. Oh no, I've got bishop up there. Pin the knight, hit it twice. Rook down, I've got check. Take, queen takes. Let's check. Now if king comes up, I just take, so he has to block. Am I getting my queen trapped? Take, queen takes is no good, rook takes no good. Let's just play cross and drop right back. Now I'm going to try and get the queen back and go this side. This knight is kind of not doing much. How do I swing it across? Oh no, I need the knight there to guard there. Let's drop back and come this way. You can see he's comfortably a stronger player than me, so it's always tough when you're playing stronger players. They tend to find moves that other players don't. Now, can I take that? I think I have to take that. Has he just blundered there? Queen takes. He grabs the pawn. So takes, takes, check. What am I missing here? He's hitting the pawn. So queen up. Okay, there's got to be something here. There's got to be. I just don't see it right now. Oh, I can't move the knight. King across. I want knight over and something like this. I want to try and form a big barricade here before he blows it out of the water. He does take. I thought I could take here. Oh, he's threatening mate though, isn't he? So I have to give him the 2 pieces for the rook. Yeah, he's just been way too good here. He's just been too good for me and too quick for me. But that's what you get when you're playing stronger players. Now king up, support the pawn and then push. Yeah, there's no way for me to actually challenge here, is there? I've got nothing. Let's drop back. Yeah, it's too strong, this attack. No, I'll just resign that one. I've had a really good tournament. That's my only loss. No point playing on when you're lost, but I blundered a silly stalemate here. You can see, for anyone who's missed it, I promoted a pawn there with his king unable to move. That should have been a win. Well done to my opponent for holding on there. Otherwise, won every other game apart from that last one. So a 23.78 rating performance from 10 games is really, really good at my level. 8 wins, 1 draw and 1 loss. So I'll update my final standings afterwards. This will be it for my stream now. I might be back in an hour or two to do this again. I'm not sure yet. I'll say when I'm stopping 7th out of 700, very, very good there. So thank you very much to anyone who's seen this. I'll hopefully be back in an hour or two to do this again. If not, I'll be back similar time tomorrow. So thank you very much.